Training thing, throw down!
This week's Throwdown, we have powerful Pip and Jack James demo the workout.
I wasn't ready.
Do it now. Yeah.
We've got clean and jerks and burpee box jump overs.
We release these workouts right here on YouTube at Thursday at 1 p.m., except not for the next 3 weeks because then we're going to do open stuff.
This week's Throwdown is for time 963 reps of clean and jerks and burpee box jump overs.
Are you ready? Click the link down below to see movement standards, scaling options, and a leaderboard for this workout.
This week's demo athletes are Pip, who was an aspiring individual semifinal athlete. What? My bad. I messed up. All right, come on, let's do it. This week's demo athletes are Pip and James. Pip was an aspiring individual semifinal level athlete who is now on a team that's going to be competing here, trying to make it to semifinals. And James is a 40-year-old masters athlete who is a great, nice guy. And he's trying to make it into the top. Hey, he's your athlete. Say, who's James?
He's a great, nice guy.
Yeah.
James just moved up to the 40 to 44 division this year. He is focused on quarterfinals and trying to crush that.
I messed up. Last week, we said we're going to give away a 2-pood belt, and now we're going to do that. Random draw.
You ready? Woo! And it's going to be Thomas SK7QI.
Okay, that's his name. Hopefully his name is Thomas.
What?
What was his comment?
Hello. I want a 2-poo ed belt.
Okay, well, he's going to get it. He got his wish answered.
Are we going to give anything away this week?
No, but leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
During the Open, training should be different for those who are confident they will qualify into quarterfinals compared to those who are trying to push into the top 25%. For those who are confident they will qualify in the top 25%, we will have full strength and CrossFit progressions to peak you for the quarterfinal qualifier, including a full quarterfinal simulation weekend with our entire community and workout by workout tips and strategies once those workouts are released. For those who are trying to make the top 25%, you need to focus on the Open. Our team will provide you with warm-ups, cooldowns, recovery options, and pacing and strategy videos for each Open workout so you can optimize your Open attempts. Join our team now at trainingthinktank.com.
We got 3 tips for you in this week's Work Smarter segment. The first, with the barbell, it's a big percentage of your 1 rep max. So make sure that you build a pacing plan that accounts for how many seconds you want to take for each rep and stick to it, assuming there's going to be a little bit of a fall off from set to set.
Tip number 2, create a pacing plan for burpee box jump overs that sets you up to feel good when you get back to the barbell. For some people, that means just move slow through them and then transition quickly to the bar. For others, maybe move a little quicker and then plan on a rest break before doing your first rep of the next set.
Tip number 3, there are kind of 2 styles to jumping onto the box. If you're comfortable with a deep hinge position and you can breathe, you can jump on and keep your hips high, but don't lower down into the squat. For those that are more comfortable in a squat position, when you jump onto the box, you can jump low hips in a full squat position and then step off on the other side.
That's not, yeah. Last week, we forgot to add the 3 most famous words in CrossFit.
Let's see it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Pip here is using 69% of her 1 rep max. So as you're watching, you'll see her cycle pretty fast. If you look at James on the right side, that's 80% of his 1 rep max in the workout. So as you're watching, just know that how you attack this workout is going to be largely dependent upon what your 1RM is and then what this is as a percentage of
I think
that.
it's 83% of his 1RM.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
To be clear, the prescribed weight is 69% for her and 83%
Yes.
for James.
And if you cannot do the prescribed weight, then our recommendation is 80%.
80%, yeah. We want this to be tough, but we want you to be able to still get through a few reps. You're going to see most people here are going to get time capped, but Pip obviously is crushing the barbell right now.
Yeah, so her rep per second speed, you did the math on this. Was
Yeah,
like
it's right around 6 seconds per rep on this first barbell, which is incredible. So if you're doing 1 on the 6 seconds the entire workout, you're going to be in the top 1% in a workout like this.
Yeah, and that's going to be very hard to do. As we go through here, I think this is her last rep of this set. So, that just shows you can do 9 reps under a minute. But you'll see like James in the back is still cycling the barbell. So your cadence on the barbell is going to be dictated by just like how light it is for you.
Yeah. And that's the nature of the sport over the last 4 or 5 years has been much more strength biased than it was before. And if that's the case, you need to continue to get strong so you can handle those heavy loads.
Agreed.
A note on burpee box jump overs, Pip is only stepping up with her left leg throughout. In a workout with this short amount of reps, it's not that big of a deal, but if you're someone who does that, I definitely recommend practicing alternating legs and making that your norm versus stepping up.
It's just a good habit to have with everything, even if it's a short sprint, I think. So what are the strategies for burpee box jumps for you guys? Are you going fast on those and then banking time, or are you trying to kind of crawl through it so you can focus on the barbell?
Yeah, so Pip looked like she went like at a pretty fast, continuous pace and then took a little bit of transition right to it. If this is heavy for you, I think you basically have like 2 options. You do the burpees kind of quickly and take a long break before your first rep, or you just kind of crawl through them and make a transition that's similar to hers. And really, I think that's just a personal preference thing. I'd rather move slow. I'm not a great CrossFitter in terms of my engine. They'd probably rather move
I think
fast.
Mia and I would try to go fast and then rest before the barbell.
Yeah, I'd say just decide what you want to do before you start and make that decision based on what you think is going to set you up for success on the barbell.
That was the 4th lift
she's
right there.
she's still moving at a really fast clip, but there's going to be some deterioration in a workout like this. Now she's about 1 every 9 seconds, which again, still world class with a heavy barbell like this. But expect that when you plan your pacing strategy. You can't just say I'm going to do 1 on the 5 seconds all the way through unless you're like a elite athlete.
Individual,
And it's not even so much her rest, it's her setup and her rack time is just getting a little bit longer, which is going to happen at a heavy
That's
barbell
exactly
like
right.
this.
Also note that we had to do a clip change there, so make sure your clips are on tight here, folks.
We had a solid pit crew. Look at that throw.
And
Boom,
catch.
we caught it.
Something to see, you can see side view here with her burpees, that when she lands, she's pretty hip high, so she's like actually jumping and moving her center of gravity up a lot. This might be a place, if you're comfortable with it, to try to jump less, land low, and use a little bit less energy per jump since it's so power heavy as a workout.
Now, there are a couple things that you can think about. If you like hip high, I actually breathe better that way, which I know seems crazy, but if you have a good like hinge mechanics, you can breathe there. You can still jump at the same height, but don't kind of like use that squat into the box. Just keep your hips high, don't squat all the way down into the box, and then get off on the other side.
So either stay high or don't jump high and stay low the whole time going across.
That's a better way to put it. I didn't really know what I was saying.
This is final barbell. I think she did the previous round of 6. That, I think, is the toughest set because it's a lot of reps. Here, you're kind of like getting ready for a sprint finish, and it's only 3. And then you move into this last set of barbell, and you can see her burpees, that this burpee cadence is faster than what she was doing in the workout.
Yeah, and she should, right? You sprint those last 3.
Bam,
Nice
402.
job,
She moved so fast, it was hard to commentate over the workout. So just to summarize with her, I think maintaining that rep per second count on the clean and jerks is going to be harder to do in that set of 6. And now kind of moving over, James was doing the workout on the other side, and his cadence and rep range is going to be probably what most intermediate athletes do, right, on the workout?
Yeah, I think, any RX or intermediate athletes that aren't very strong, this is probably where you're going to be, especially if it's 80% of your max. It's hard to turn over 18 reps in a short time window like that.
Yeah, so she ended at 4:02, I think. So there's 6 more remaining minutes, and he's getting into the clean and jerks. And over that period of time, we won't commentate over the whole thing, but he takes 5 total attempts in that round of 6, right, and has 3 misses over the course of it. So he gets 2 total clean and jerks in this round of 6 as completed reps. So that could be something to think about if you're an intermediate athlete in terms of trying to make sure that you don't have missed lifts. And his attempt per second is basically he's taking 1 lift every minute versus what we saw with her is 1 rep every 9 seconds.
Yeah.
So make sure that you have realistic expectations with your barbell cycling relative to your 1RM on this.
And I think the last thing is that it's very costly when you miss. That's what extends out that rest time. So just make sure you're ready to hit it. And then when you get it into that front rack position, commit to the jerk right away instead of holding it on there for 15 or 20 seconds.
Yeah, it could be a long time under tension to sit with that big of a percentage of you on there. Let's see this first one. Bam, he makes it. All right. So
Actually, bonus.
bonus.
Sorry.
No, go
I was going to
ahead.
say bonus question thing to add here is we have Nicole and Lisa in the back both doing scaled or modified variations. as we continue to put these out onto the internet and people follow along, what advice do you have to people who are wanting to do the throwdown every week, but might feel uncomfortable? They might be thinking, I got to do it as written. Any words for them?
Well, we have 5 different versions, so you should pick the one that's right for you. We have obviously our RX or Elite versions, which are going to be for high-level athletes, and then we have an intermediate version. We actually, in fact, in most workouts have an intermediate got none and an intermediate got some, which just means do you have all the gymnastic skills or do you not have all the gymnastic skills? And then we have Masters 55 Plus versions. All of those are online, so when you click on it, you're going to be able to see all of those.
You always want to think of what version is going to make me better, give me the best training stimulus, and that's the one that you should choose.
Yeah, so James here would be working on heavy barbell cycling under fatigue in the workout, and that's kind of what this workout is designed to do, just in general. Something like the last workout from the Open last year with the 185-pound and 125-pound snatches, or the quarterfinal workout that had clean and jerks at 275.
Yep.
Those are the types of workouts that this is going to try to mimic. So you want to make sure that you're basically matching the stimulus of what the workout's designed to do. If you take a workout like this and you use 30% of your 1 rep max, it's just not really giving you what you want out of the workout.
Exactly.
And this is a great opportunity to do some video review. Well, for someone like James, where he has these misses and I'm assuming, not really paying attention to how much time he's resting in between, which is fine. But if you can look back, review your video, then you have that information for next time and you can create a plan. Like, I know that I can hit this weight on the 45 seconds, or if I'm really tired, I need to drop to 115. That kind of stuff makes a huge difference when you're going for your first execution on a quarterfinal or an open workout.
Great point. And I know some dudes who did a whole podcast about film review.
I was literally going to say this is a great workout to actually use a pacing and strategy attempt off the bat. Knowing what your rep per second lift in the beginning is can really help you, because you can get really thrown off. This lift, he missed at 8:06, and I had actually been watching the clock. Brandon, I think, was like talking to him or coaching or doing something, and I was watching the clock, and I was like, all right, he took a minute of rest in between that and still missed the lift. So I basically encouraged him to take more rest between his last attempt. And I think you kind of have to be clock aware when you're working at this percentage of your 1RM. And you can operate by feel a little bit, but this is a big percentage of your 1RM.
One rep is thousands and thousands of spots on the leaderboard in a workout like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we'll probably see a heavy barbell. I don't think we're going to see it in this format in the open or quarterfinals, because everyone 54 and younger are going to do the same workouts this year. But you may see a ladder style where it starts at something light and you got to earn your way into those heavier bars. And if that's the case, as Mia said, still every single rep will be hundreds or thousands of spots.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a minute left. Should we just
let's
watch
just finish it out? And as a heads up to the audience, if you've made it this far, next week is obviously the Open, so we won't be doing throwdowns for the next 3 weeks, but we will be back after that.
And we will be doing Open-related stuff. That
we'll pretty much have these kind of episodes, but for the actual Open workouts.
Yeah. So now he's watching the clock. Originally, I told him 9:30, and then I realized, well, 9:30 is a dumb time to lift, because then he's not going to be able to get another one. So
Great
then
advice, Max.
Yeah, no, I'm calling out my own coaching advice the same way we challenge the athletes. But then he just kind of went by feel, and this is his final lift within the 10 minutes.
Yeah. The other cue that we gave him is try to stay a little more upright in his jerk. If you rewind back, he was kind of leaning forward with his torso and was sliding the bar down his shoulders. This one, he does a much better job, and you'll see he nails it.
Bam.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Much better.
Great job, James.
And we all yell, go one more, go one more. Come on.
Really?
He's like, oh, screw it already.
I forgot. Oh, yeah, I forgot he attempted
tried
this.
it, yeah.
It's off the ground. It's off the ground.
I mean, the clean looked great.
Yeah.
But this one, was that counted?
Okay.
No, you have to finish the rep before the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, that was just a pride lift. We do that every once in a while.
Love it. I love it. I love that he took the
So
chance.
if he gets it off the ground in time, it doesn't count?
No, not in this one.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.